Okay, family, part two of the jobs video. I'm starting off with, you know, some jobs that's going to take very little or no investment, and from the smallest investments up to the more medium and larger investments. So I'm going to flow like that for a minute. In the first video, I talked about, what I'm going to be doing personally, and some of the projects that I'm going to be bringing, and some of the products that I'm going to be manufacturing. Like window cleaner, sorry, window cleaner, and bleach, washing powder, dishwashing liquid, those types of things, household cleaners, kitchen cleaners, that sort of thing, floor polishers, all kinds of products, those types of products, home care products. But I'm starting off, like I said in the first video, with a few products. But the first one is the window cleaner, and I gave you some examples on how I'm gonna first start marketing it, helping the homeless. Although those products will be available, all of my products will be available nationwide and worldwide, for that matter. But so that's one of the things. So we're gonna start from some little or no investment to some of the larger investments. So here we go. And I got to tell you this story because one of the other things is three businesses I want to talk about, two in particular, and that's Airbnb and Uber. I'm very familiar with both of them, obviously, because I travel a great deal, and when you're traveling, you're gonna, probably stay in Airbnbs. That's the newest thing today, Airbnbs, and you take Ubers when you're flying around the country. So, so Airbnb and Uber, I have a very Uber and Lyft, Uber/Lyft. So whichever one is your favorite, So I have them both pretty much on the same level. I don't get into the politics of whatever they're doing. Is hey, the people come out and pick you up and you pay them. It's ride sharing. I ain't mad at it. I love it. Wished I had a thought of it. So, but at any rate, and then the Airbnbs. I mean, that's the future, folks. There are countries that are trying to stop Airbnb. Airbnb is an app. There's over 7 billion people on this earth right now. You can't monitor 7 billion people. I'm just sorry. And this is what makes Airbnb such a tremendous thing. I mean, let's take for instance Cuba. I mean, this old country, this old historic country that's, got all this old stuff, but it's well maintained, and because that's all they got, so everything is nice and, freshly painted and vibrant. And then when these Airbnb come to these countries, now for the first time, poor people who don't have any political clout whatsoever, whether you vote or not. You can vote all you want. If you think you got some political clout, look at what's happening right now. Look at Trump. Look, if you're a Democrat, look at what they're doing, which is absolutely nothing. Look at the Republicans. Look at what they're doing, which is absolutely nothing to help you. You understand me? So neither one of them are helping you. So I mean, you say you can vote all you want. This country is not is not a democracy. This country is run by corporations. I mean, that's crystal clear. When the Koch brothers have their finger on the scales on everything that happens around here, because they're oil magnates, they're big oil boys, and big everything else, for that matter. But when you start talking about, let me just get off the politics for a minute. But when you start talking about the Airbnbs, though, it's a beautiful thing because you can travel all over, and now you're independent, you're independent business person. And I've seen some fantastic men and women running their Airbnb businesses around the country, and I mean they're doing fantastic. They're making a ton of money. They're very accommodating. Houses are great. And then I've seen the other extreme, people taking my shower shoes and shit like that, so so I mean, but it's all, it goes with the territory, so you get what you pay for, but as far as black people not having a correct opportunity, a proper opportunity, and now the few that owns a home, and so many of them own homes are barely in them, so barely in them, can't afford to fix them up because your income is just not there, we're talking, what was that number? Is it 40%? I think it's 40%. I just heard it. It's the newest number. I think it's 40% of all Americans. I mean, all Americans. That's 322 million. 40% makes less than $27,000 a year. Maybe 50%, but for sure it's 40. I got a lot of stuff on my mind right now, so I didn't catalog that one quite yet. But the bottom line is, imagine that. I mean, that's not even enough money to pay rent in Seattle, New York, San Francisco, and, places like that. You can't pay rent and live and eat. It's not going to happen, with that. So look how many people are out here like that. So here's an opportunity where you're talking about you have a house that you're not renting, so you don't have to get anybody's permission that you own or paying a mortgage on, or you buying. And Airbnb is just a natural. A lot of people rent out rooms. Here's a room for $500, here's a room for $400, here's a room for $200, here's a room for $600. You are cheating yourself. You really are. Listen, research Airbnb if you're not familiar with it. I'm shocked you're not, but if you're not, that's money. I'm talking about that's daily money. I'm talking about I've been in Airbnbs that, from every extreme you can think of because I was doing research. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in, top of the line ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a whole bunch of money a night. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to, $20 a night. You know what I'm saying? In cities all over the country. And I'm telling you, it's money, y'all. Oh, it's money. For instance, in Chicago, I seen them young Harvard and Yale graduates. I'm talking about 23 years old, stepping out of college. 23, 22, 24. You understand me? And I'm talking about, Chicago setup. If you've been there, those big old buildings. I love that place. I love that city. The architecture is just off the chain. But at any rate, man, the businesses downstairs, big old 5-6 bedrooms upstairs, old, huge. Man, them young white boys got that them Airbnbs on lock up in there, man. I'm talking about, and they got huge venue. 500,000 people coming this weekend, 1.2 million coming this weekend. That's every day in the big cities, and in all kinds of venues, from all kinds of people, and man, I'm talking about, I seen these young folks making that. I was in 3 different ones in Chicago. And I didn't realize until I was paying the bill on one. I'm like, this is the same guy on the other 2. I'm like, whoa, different parts of town. You had no idea, way different parts of town. I'm like, oh man. And then I just start counting because I've been in them, the beds, the room. I said, this dude is he was making about $200,000 a year on one building. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, yeah, it rolling, man. I'm talking about, it's a lot of money out there, y'all. It's a lot of money. So let me tell you this story. And I'm saying all that to say this. And it's the same thing with Uber and Lyft. I met a woman, and she was, she was retirement age, and, obviously she's a homeowner, very nice home in the suburbs and stuff like that, nicely decorated and stuff, had a little lot to it and stuff. She had a nearly new car. She had a decent car, she probably paid a note or something. But anyway, she broke, trying to find a little job, anything to get a little money coming in, because she's struggling like so many of us are. And so I told her about, you heard Airbnb? No, I ain't never heard that. So I explained it to her. Oh no, I don't like roommates. This isn't roommates. This is something totally different. And some people are just so resistant. And when I say resist, I mean resistant to information and knowledge. They can't even hear you. I've said things to people, they thought I came from the moon or something. When I first was talking to boys about satellites years ago, they're like, ain't no such a thing. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Yeah, but some people are just slow, And if you don't read, then you're slow. You're at the mercy of, people giving you information from television and all, all this stuff owned by people, man. They got agendas. But at any rate, I'm telling the lady about, she rejected that, And I'm like, your house is beautiful. I said, all you have to do is go get a little storage area, take your prized possessions and put them in storage. I said, now you can do an Airbnb here and make a ton of money. Your house is perfect for, people would love your house. And in the city that you're in, with all that's happening every week, and weekday even, I'm like, man, you could really do it. You could really clean it. No, I said, okay, well, how about this one? You got a sister, a sibling that lives very close to you. I said, how about just rent your house out on the weekend? You can go stay with her on the weekend. She's a bachelorette. Stay by just her. In fact, y'all could alternate. You can go down to her house one weekend and spend the night with her. And she can come out of your house the next weekend. Y'all could do that every other week. You could switch up, rent your whole house out. $500, $600, $800 a month. Oh, they nice house. $500, $600, $800 a month. People come in. I mean, you got all the bedrooms. You know, you got 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. People come in there. And I'm talking about you got big action coming to town. You know, you get 5, 6, 8, 10 people come in your house. You know, they got the driveway. They got a nice spot. They can barbecue. They can grill. They can, you know, just smoke the cigars and you know things. So, I mean, it's like, man. I mean, it's perfect. That's what people do. So, I mean, I say you can make, you know, a couple, you know, 12, 14, 15, $1,800 on the weekend. Just and your sister could do the same thing. You know, oh, she wasn't receptive to that at all. I didn't even tell her sister. I said, well, what about her? No, I'm scared of people. I said, you know, they got very exclusive neighborhoods that are highly patrolled by police. Nothing hardly goes on in those neighborhoods. I say, you know, you can drive a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours in the afternoon or a couple hours in the evening in just that neighborhood. Just pick up and drop off in that neighborhood. Turn it off till you get back to that neighborhood. Pick up from that neighborhood. Drop them off. Turn it off till you get back. If you were that scared or that nervous, but you obviously, I mean, it's like I couldn't figure out how someone could need money so badly, about to lose your house. You would rather lose your house than try to make some money. But that's how we are. You know, so I mean, but it's amazing to me, but I highly recommend it, folks. If you own a home, and I know a lot of people, and especially in the South, because they're familiar with Airbnb. A lot of folks in there, they rent rooms, you know, and they're doing themselves a disservice. I mean, you helping somebody out, but you can make some money. Some people got nice houses. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get people stuck in your room that you don't even want there. They ain't hardly paying you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, you know. So, I mean, that Airbnb thing, man, I mean, you can do it as often or as seldom as you like. And it's good money. You're self-employed. You file your own taxes at the end of the year. It's the same thing with being a Uber or a Lyft driver. I mean, you can work any exclusive neighborhood you want if you're afraid, if you're just a female. Females got nice cars or new cars or nearly new cars. A lot of females own homes and stuff like that, and some of you got cool spots where you just, you know, you're renting cool spots and you by yourself. Hey, make a few extra bucks. Those are things that you can consider for sure, you know. And then one other thing that you can do from a business perspective with little or no money. Whatever happened to, remember the weekends and stuff like that? I mean, selling dinners. I mean, that used to be huge. People used to sell dinners all over every city you went to. Had black people, they sold dinners, and that kind of fell off. That kind of stopped. But let me tell you what's happening. Veganism today is huge, folks. Folks are finding that they don't want meat. Meat is not agreeing with their systems. Folks are seeing their friends and their relatives who were ill, who became vegans and lost tons of weight and kept it off and are healthy. Diabetes completely disappeared. High blood pressure, these kinds of things completely disappeared because they changed their diet. They went to a plant-based diet. Let me tell you something, folks. You can eat anything you want. That's wonderful. But if you want to make some money, start a vegan restaurant. You're gonna make a killing. Let me explain this to you too. A lot of y'all on the weekends talking about selling dinners, start a vegan dinners on the weekends. And sling it back and forth with your friends, with your co-workers. Just let everybody know I'm selling some vegan stuff. You're gonna be shocked of the people that eat. Because see, one thing about vegan food is you have to prepare it. It ain't no slap together. It ain't no throw the meat on the grill, flip it over a couple of times, put it on a bun, some ketchup and mustard, and you eating. Throw some fries and some grease. You know what I'm saying? Put a little mayo and some cabbage and give some slaw. That's not veganism. Sorry, I'm talking about you got to prepare stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work with stuff. You gotta flavor stuff. And tell me you gotta. That's the art of love. So when you're cooking vegans, so black people, y'all can cook, men and women, y'all can burn, y'all can work. And I'm telling some of y'all, hey, if you want to make some money, start just on weekends. Start some vegan stuff, just to start some vegan dinners and see how they go. I'll guarantee you, people are like, I didn't know it tastes like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the other thing is this. Listen, I go to restaurants and it makes me so angry. I mean, it really does. I go to my people's restaurants but to patronize us. So I go to the vegan restaurants, right? And when I go in these restaurants, I got I get three or four I get three or four items, right? How you gonna charge me $20? You gonna charge me $5 for a big spoon of some cabbage? I mean, a whole cabbage don't cost but $1.80. You gonna charge me $5 because I know you cooked it with tender loving care. Some of you ain't even tender cooked loving care. Now some of them vegan restaurants I go to and it's kind of pricey. It's worth every bit of it. But when I go and I just want meat, I just want 4 veggies, and I got to give you $20 for that. I'm not happy with that. That price line is just out of line. I'm talking about all the major cities. I've been in all y'all's vegan restaurants, and the shit's too high. I'm just telling you that now. It's just too high. Then you go to Asian restaurants, and the stuff is cooked properly, and it's half the price, and that makes me mad because I'm trying to shop with my people. And then, hey, I got to get it to the Muslim brothers though. Hey, when you can find their spots, they got it right. Hey, we got dollar veggies. We got a steam menu. We got a steam thing over here with just because they know people want vegans. People are vegans. People want just some vegetables. I got to give you $10, $20 for 4 vegetables. Come on, man. It is just some vegetables, So so it's like, folks, if y'all want to make some money, that's the sky's the limit right there. You learn some of that food, you learn some of that cooking, you're gonna make a whole lot of money. You're gonna make a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Another business is it's the spice business. The spice game is so wicked because they sell everything but spices and they call it spices. They slap a tag on there and they say this is that, but you probably not getting that. And the spices spices can be cheap and they can be expensive. But so you can have 2 kinds of clientele. You can have top-notch spices from, there's certain countries that produce the best, spice, this type of, the best cumin or the best paprika, the best chili. There's countries that have the absolute best. So you can get some of that for those connoisseurs. And then you can just get some regular stuff for regular people. But you have 2 lines. But you can have a spice business. Everybody got to have spices. Everybody got to have spices because you cook. So, that's a great business. And spices / dry goods. Everybody got to have dry goods. Dry beans. You're talking about the different flours, the different, dry goods. Heck of a business. See, everything that we eat and everything that we use and everything that we do we have to, excuse me, everything that we eat, everything that we drink, and everything that we do, excuse me a moment, we can do for self. We can do for ourselves. Everything. I'm talking about everything. So we have to stop sitting around and allowing just being a consumer, because you see what it's gotten us. Being a consumer has gotten us absolutely nothing. Being a consumer, just being a consumer. See, here's what happens when you're just a consumer. So now, because we don't have our own and we just consume with everybody. So now that's how. Now see, this is how your wages stay so low. Because see, what happens is when immigrants come to this country, they take advantage of you. So because you're a consumer, so everybody that comes to this country, they make products for black people. Everything they got, they know we like shiny stuff, we got new stuff, we like different stuff, and we'll shop every day. That's just how we roll. You know what I'm saying? So we've been down for so long. When we get a chance to get up, we want the best. You could be dirt poor, living in a project, sleeping in your car. You got the best gear on. Believe that. It's ignorant, but that's how we roll. And the world knows that. So everybody comes to take advantage of us. And so they take that. It used to be a time you could be I remember grocers and people that kind of work, truck drivers. I remember when there were unions, when there were unions, man, I'm talking about Teamsters truck drivers made more than doctors. You understand me? You couldn't sell your goods if you couldn't get them from point A to point B. Right now, minimum wage should be about $30 an hour. Minimum wage. If it had kept up with inflation, it didn't. Because these corporations, everyone, all the ones that you work for, and all the other ones that's out there that's coming up, they look here, they all played the game. They play the immigrant game, bring the immigrants in because we can work them for dirt cheap or nothing. You get people coming from countries that's making $200-300 a year. You understand me? And some of the top tier countries, they making $600-700 a month. Then you come to this country, so it's like they're not giving them all that money. They're not getting that. Engineers, you go to school in America, engineering job, you starting off at 105. You know what I'm saying? I bring your buddy in from India. Oh, 56. So which one do you think? What you think these corporations are gonna do? They want the 56. Well, I remember when grocers make 35, 25, I mean 30, 30, 32, $35,000 a year. Now they make $8 an hour. Ain't no unions. Truck drivers used to, hey, there's no trucking companies. It's all independents now. Got rid of all of them because they was all union. Folks been like, when I used to work back in the day, a couple years that I did work, when I was a youngster, before I understood, I'm talking about they put a union in. Oh, companies, I'm leaving the country, I'm moving down to Mexico. If you're up north, I'm moving to Texas. You know what I'm saying? All them Republican states. I'm talking about. You understand me? So they shut the unions down. That's why you ain't got no money. That's why you can't make no money, and that's why you're locked into the bottom, locked in. And the only way you're gonna only way you can open that up is you have to open it up yourself because they made you a consumer. But what they didn't realize is you're talking about $1.1 trillion last year, 1.2 trillion this year we're expected to make. So you're talking about, and 98% of that we spent with people that didn't look at like us. But see what they don't understand is, and I know what they didn't plan on because they plan on it for being that way forever. But if you wake up, guess what? You can flip that tomorrow. I'm talking about all 40 plus million blacks. I'm talking about start spending. I'm talking about, and that's why we have to subdivide. We're not subdividing because we hate each other. We're subdividing so that you can keep your. We need to subdivide into 9 to 12 different groups, and in that way, your dollar gonna go anywhere from 9 to 20 to 30 times in its own community before it leaves. They don't want that to happen. Because if that happens, all them out of business. And I'm going to show you in some later videos how to get all them Arabs out your neighborhood. I'm talking about all them folks that taking the money from y'all and you can't even open up a business. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to show you exactly. I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through it. It's really easy. And all those businesses are going to become available to you. I guarantee you. This can't continue. See, what they didn't count on was you to wake up. See, that you're going to be asleep forever. Nobody sleeps forever. You're dead. You're sleeping forever. You're dead. You got to wake up sooner or later. They've been tearing our ass up for 500 years. It's time to wake up. Would you not agree? And that's what we're getting ready to do. So I'm talking about we on the horizon, folks. We got some things that I'm talking about. I mean, some businesses, some things that we can do that's going to roll. Let me talk about another one. Energy bars. I ain't gonna name no brands out here, but energy bars. You can't go through no checkout stand in any store in America and don't see energy bars. They're all over the place. You know how easy to make that? You can make that in your kitchen starting off right now for little or nothing in your home. I'm talking about you can go get some pumpkins, some pumpkin seeds. I'm talking about some sunflower seeds. You understand me? Put some honey or some kind of nice stuff on there. I'm talking about, man, bar that stuff up, man. Some sesame in there, whatever. I'm talking about. I mean, the sky's the limit. You make up your own recipes. You see the stuff out there, man. They got nuts. They got all. I mean, that's healthy stuff. Everybody's working out now. People want some energy. They want something healthy. Those things are $2 a bar, $2.50. A lot of times they're $1.89. None of them are $1. They cost. You can make those by the big sheet pans full in your kitchen right now. Have your labels printed up. Have the machine right there in your kitchen, and seal them, and take them to the store and sell them. And we're gonna talk about that too, because we're gonna have our own stores. See, all these products and all these services I'm talking about, I'm showing you how you can not only manufacture them, but also have outlets to sell them in. There's going to be some dollar stores. There's going to be some other stores, some Dollar General type stores, some stores that are not exclusively dollar, but for the basically dollar stores. But you're going to have $2, $3 items, things like that. I'm talking about with our own style on them. Nothing like, believe me, we coming with it. But I'm right now. I'm coming with trying to show you some things because there's some people asking me about, man, what can I do right now to make some money? Right now, I ain't got no money. Well, this is little or no money. This is little or no money. You can eat some peanut butter for 2 days. You understand me? And take 2 days your grocery money and go buy enough this here to start you one thing off, and you can roll from there. Market that one. I'm talking about start with friends and family. Some of y'all got some recipes you've been sitting on forever, and they off the chain. It's time to dust them babies off and get busy. We have to support each other. When I say subdivide, we subdividing so we can be in. Only way. The reason why I'm talking about we're subdividing because we have. That's the only way we can put all of our monies in black banks. Because all of us is not going to put our money in a black bank. I'm talking about in one bank. It's that won't happen. That's why we have to subdivide in different groups. Plus, we all different. We subdivided, so that means if I got some more, y'all got some. You subdivide, and that means each group that you subdivide into, that you into, all those people pretty much think like you. So you all you guys are have the same mind, the basic mindset. So you got your money in the same bank. So if your money's in the same bank, why not when we open up our businesses, we commit to buying and selling from each other first. Let's look at each other's wares first before we go outside of this 3 or 4 million people in this group. I'm sure within 3 or 4 billion people in 8 in 9 groups, you understand me? In 8 or 9 groups, 3 or 4 million people in each group. I'm talking about there's gonna be it should be plenty quality products available. You ain't got to go outside there and you talking about all those different groups. So that means and you committed to your group first. But if somebody got something that's better in another group, guess what? I ain't committed. Like I ain't committed to stupidity. I'm going by that because it's cheaper and it might not be cheap, it might be more, but it's better. That's what I want, or it's what you want. So you don't have to stay in your group. So that means you go over here and you buy something from over there. So guess what? It's still being bought by black people. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we got to get to. And if you marketing good quality products, guess what? The people in your group gonna buy from you. If you got toilet paper, tissue, hand wipes, I'm talking about ketchup, mustard. Do you hear me? Do you use that? Salad dressing, do you use that? Then we should be making it. I'm talking about folks manufacturing, putting this stuff in our own stores, in our own communities, and buying from ourselves. I'm talking about you can you can manufacture all these things, and then once you become a manufacturer, look how many savings, how much you're gonna save, because see now you can barter. I'm talking about you can barter. I mean, it's like that's what people do. I mean, if you're a farmer and your farmer next door, if you farm potatoes, and the farmer next door got carrots or onions, hey, I swap you carrots and onions and potatoes cost about the same price. Hey, listen, I'll swap you 2 of these. I mean, whatever, however you do it, this for that. And hey, and you can start doing that all over the country. You can do that online. Hey, I'm gonna ship you this, and you ship me that. I got 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years worth supply of whatever I need from people that I ain't paid no money for, but I did pay with with my goods, with my goods. So I mean, these are things that we can do. These are some of the things that we can do. So that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm talking about some of y'all can bake. I'm talking about cookies, cakes, pie. See, once you start your businesses, now you can take you ever go in gas stations, in grocery stores, not much in grocery stores, but in gas stations, and in smaller privately owned stores, and certainly restaurants. You see cakes and pies and cookies and baked goods from the locals. If you're local, and you preparing your food in a clean. Sorry about that. You're preparing your food in a clean, healthy environment. People are gonna buy it, and it's delicious. People are going to buy it. Businesses are going to buy it. And see, this is why we have to get back to business. This is another reason for subdivision. See, when we have all the different businesses, now we can this is why there's no hate with subdivision. This is love. This is how we're going to come together. Because see now, you have a business. You have a business in, let's say you have a business in Los Angeles. And I have a business in New York. And so I'm going to send you some of my wares out there to put in your store to sell. And you send me some of yours out here, some different stuff. I'm talking about if I got this and you got that, oh yeah, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And the manufacturers out there got options to sell to all of you guys' stores all over the country. This is why I'm saying we have to start manufacturing. I'm talking about we should be manufacturing everything that we use, from spices to ketchup to mustard to salad dressings to mayonnaise to pickle relish to pickles and dill pickles and sweet pickles. You understand me? We need to be empowering our black farmers all over. I'm talking about all black farmers need to be getting geared up right now. You understand me? Because what should be happening is now brothers and sisters ought to be flooding them with their good organic foods. And those that are not getting, black farmers that are not getting enough business, you certainly ought to be getting enough business now, because people, the brothers and sisters need to come to you. The local brothers and sisters need to come to you and buy your fruits and vegetables. Put it in the back of their pickups, put it in the back of their Jeeps, put it in the back of their trunks if they have to, and form moving markets and go sell these fruits and vegetables in their neighborhoods. And they don't have to be in one place all the time. That's why it's a moving market. It's a moving market. We move around. And certain people, and if you start, and I'm gonna show you how to handle if some friction starts to happen. But you're not gonna have any friction. I can guarantee you that, because you're gonna have your vendor's license. You're gonna be paying taxes. You're gonna have insurance on your car. You're gonna have license, and everything gonna be in order. If it ain't in order, then you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. So I'm saying, so everything's going to be in order. And so when you start talking about a moving market, I'm talking about with vegetables, fruits and vegetables. And those elderly and the sick and the shut in, all they have to do is call you and they get home delivery for free. We're not charging them. They get home delivery. And those that have to take buses way out, try to take some bags home, them days gone. Them days gone. All that foolishness, just for fruits and vegetables. But now look at me. Y'all got vans. You know you can go get a freezer and hook up your van and put some put the plug in there, the AC, whatever the plug is, and hook up a freezer in your van and sell frozen meats. You can sell frozen foods. Some of y'all can start making. You can go to places like Trader Joe's and Safeway and Publix and all these. You can go get like spinach lasagna. They got this stuff in basically a paper tray. The little paper tray. You can go to the little when you go to movies and little places like that, you get a little paper tray thing. So it's a paper tray, and what am I talking about? The little paper tray. Lost my train of thought, guys. But what was I talking about? Hang on a second. So what I was saying was you can take those little paper trays, right? And I've seen like spinach lasagna and different dishes like that, just in a little paper tray with a little thin piece of cellophane on top of it. Thin little piece of cellophane on top of it, and a little sticker with their label on there on the front and the back. Got the name of your little company name, and what the name of that product is, spinach lasagna. And on the flip side, it's got the nutritional label. And boom. $2, $2.75 or whatever, whatever it costs. But we can have all kinds of things like that, in the truck, ready to go. So when you don't feel like cooking, you got something, you can go get something frozen, stick it in your microwave or stick it in your oven, and you're in business. There's a lot of things that we can start doing right now, because I'm talking about all you have to do is do your own. We're too big of consumers. We're spending too much money with everybody else, and we don't have to. When you start talking about Whole Foods and these kind of places, I know Amazon bought Whole Foods, and they said, okay, Whole Foods, Amazon bought them, so things are going to go down, right? All the prices are going to go down. Amazon's got them, and right away, avocados went down to $1. Did they name any other products? Whole Foods is high as hell. Come on. They're just high, they're high because they know that you don't have any other options. If you want some good organic food, you got to go to them. And the best, look at and how they get their organic foods is how I'm telling you to get it. They go to the little local boys and get theirs. Just go pick it out the ground and get it. They smell, oh, that smells good, that looks good, and they get it. They go shopping every day and bring it back and charge you a mint for it. You know what I'm saying? And we can do the same thing. Some of y'all live in some areas and some places, there's, like Detroit and places like that, a whole lot of land available. There's brothers down in there throwing down. I'm talking about got urban gardens and stuff, man. I'm talking about, that's money, man. Help them brothers. Let them brothers grow all that food. You go buy that food from them brothers. Help them buy more land. Buy from them so they can go buy more land. And until they get the money to build on that land, grow vegetables. And y'all go buy it from them. And you go right to your neighborhood. You understand me? And I'm talking about a moving market. You should have a moving boutique. Clothing. I'm talking about, hey, we buy clothes. Some of y'all, that should be your newest hustle, black people. We love clothes, don't we? And shoes and things. And we got to get into the clothes manufacturing and the shoe manufacturing. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But let me explain something to you. With clothing, a moving boutique, that means you put your goods in a van, in a trunk of your car, in the back of your Jeep, it don't matter. And you go out and you sell. You got business cards, and now see, here's where the subdivision comes in at. You know who banks at your bank. People that bank at your bank, and especially because people that bank at your bank. Now this nationwide. Now this ain't just like all these banks are going to be nationwide. So that means there's going to be some construction going on. Everything ain't going to be online. There's going to be some brick and mortar buildings. So that means they're going to have to get built. That's by black construction workers. Black. Okay? So, there's going to be all kinds of things that's going to be happening in the very near future. But this is how we keep our money together. And listen, I'm only talking about banking and businesses and running you a business and doing some things. Everything else, you don't have to change nothing. You still got your friends. You ain't mad at them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, listen, listen, this is not a racist thing. This is a thing that you should be proud to be a black person in America. It's time out for those that are not proud of who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to be proud of who you are. You don't know who you are. We're going to address that later too. But right now I'm trying to put these businesses down. I want to tell you 10 things at one time. Y'all know, them that know me know how I roll, But that's the main thing, man. I'm talking about, like I say, selling those things, man. I'm talking about listen, it's brothers and sisters. Listen, man, husband and wives that's homeless. Listen, man, y'all can do car and boat detailing. See, a woman really makes things a lot easier. She can get in the door where sometimes a man can't get in the door, and she can say, hey, I'm going to detail this. This is my business. How many employees you got? Oh, I got 3. I got, but I got 2 full-time and I got 4 on call. How much work you got? And one of them could be your husband. So she goes in there and she's pitching them, and they jump right on them. They jump right on her. A lot of times folks get nervous when they see brothers, especially if you're a real brother and you got a beard and you might have your hair locked up and stuff. Oh man, they scared of you, just your look. The white supremacy got them really programmed. So sometimes you might send your woman in there and say, oh yeah, I got 3 employees. I got 3 full-time employees and I got a couple, I got some on call. How much work you got? I want to detail your boats, your cars, your yachts, whatever you got. I can do that. And then you go to the library, you get some books and you learn, man, how to, what not to put on what. Because anybody can just wipe something off and clean it. But there's certain cleansers that you'll use that you don't use this on leather, you don't use this on this kind of paint, So once you learn that, which is pretty simple, and if you're using organic products, which is just some vinegar and and some stuff like that, then you can't go wrong. So it's a great business. Those are things that auto and boat detailing, man. How much money that is? It takes a whole day sometimes. I got friends that get their cars details. I mean, when the people people come to their house. You know, they detailing 3 and 4 and 5 cars at a time. They spend some hours there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they get paid. I never asked how much they pay them. It don't matter. But hey, them people getting paid. Believe me, they getting paid. They come with their own everything. Everything hooked up right there. They don't need your water. They don't need nothing from you. They bad. And you can do that too. You know, talking about cleaning gutters and downspouts, home repair, cleaning pools. You know, a lot of y'all got skills for home repair. And here's the big one. Here's the big one here, and especially in some cities. In some cities like like Atlanta or Chicago, places like that. Man, listen, you go to one of them auto part places to buy an auto part or some windshield wipers or something that you need or something like that. And in cities where they got a lot of blacks. Listen, when you go in there, if folk be all outside mechanics. I'm talking about, and many of them know they stuff. You understand me? They be right outside. Hey, you need some help? I mean, they fix your whip right on the spot. So now, we got mechanics out here, y'all. You know, when you need some things done, hire your people. We got some people here that know some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and there's ways to make yourself available for that, for your people. Because see, once you get into these groups, once you put your money in a black bank, and there's 2 or 3 or 4 other million people in that black bank, y'all gonna all learn how to identify each other, because you gonna all need each other to buy and sell from. Why would you go buy and sell from anybody else when you can buy and sell from yourself? Even Nordstrom's Rack, Macy's, all this stuff. Those people don't make that stuff. They go buy that stuff from the garment district. You can go, some of you ballers, y'all go to New York or LA, the garment district, go buy that stuff wholesale and come back and sell it to people in your communities, sell it to them wholesale, and then they in turn can go and sell it retail. Moving boutiques. I'm talking about, you got it right here. You paying taxes. You getting write-offs for your car, for your gas, for your, all your expenses. And I'm talking about you selling. You are selling clothing. I'm talking about until we can see. It's only going to take about a year. About a year while you saving $100 a month, each individual saving $100 a month. Just savings. I ain't talking about your other money. Just the savings of $100 a month for 12 months. That's gonna net about $36 billion or so that we can have leveraged into about $300 or $400 billion. And now we can really do some things, get some things, projects and stuff going, and you part owners of all that stuff that's gonna be happening. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so until that time, for those 12 months that you saving $100, which is gonna let your lending institution be able to work together and invest your money and do some things that's gonna make it better for everybody in that particular group. So while that's happening, now remember, see the reason why you buying and selling from yourselves, because this is how you're going to get them people out your neighborhood. This is how you're going to get your neighborhood back. Okay? This is how you go. See, when them people camped out in your neighborhood, listen, when you don't go in there for 6 months, 8 months, when you don't go in there at all, let me tell you something. They're going out of business. They are going out of business. You don't shop there. That's what I say. You got to mob up. You got to have moving markets. You got to have moving little areas. And in city, I love my Chicago. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, so I love me some Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I really can't wait to go and work with some of them brothers, because I identify some areas up in there. I mean, I can show y'all, man, how to take all those businesses back. I'm talking about, and look here, in 30 days, everybody be shaking in their boots. I'm talking about, not y'all, them who y'all been spending with, shaking in their boots. I'm talking about in a year, them yours. You can go and buy, negotiate for whatever you want to buy them for, and them be yours. And now, and we can do this all over the country. You just stop buying from them. And when you stop buying from them, you got to buy from somebody. And so that's why you need to have, I'm talking about, you need to have a snack truck. I'm talking about, you got the groceries. You got the moving boutique with the clothes, shoes and clothes. You got fruits and vegetables. You need to have a snack. And you got the meats and foods, frozen foods. Check this. How about this? How about the snack man? Cause see, I'm talking about you could be the snack and the candy one. I'm talking about in a truck, a van, anything. I'm talking about moving market. And you mobbed up with other folk like that. I'm talking about you mobbed up with the chip boy. I'm talking about with the boy that's got the meats and all y'all all together. So everything that they got in the corner stores, y'all all riding around with it. So the people in the hood, y'all might not be in the same spot every day. You might not be at the same spot every day, but you're gonna be close. You're gonna be close enough that they're gonna know where you at. You understand me? You might be down on just on the next corner down a little bit, but they're gonna come spend with y'all. They're gonna come spend with y'all, and you have to, because you're gonna teach them that they're gonna be they gonna have their money right now, right? They're gonna be saving $100 too. They ain't got no money for the business right now, but they're gonna go buy from you instead of going spending at the store. And you're gonna be legitimate enough to have the EBT cards. I mean, where you can take EBT and all that. You gonna have legitimate businesses that you're paying taxes on. Some of y'all with them kind of business, you gonna have to pay quarterly tax. Some of them might be monthly taxes. Whatever it is it takes, you prepare for that, because now you are a bona fide business person. And so that means you're gonna have to hire you an attorney. An attorney. You gonna have to hire you an accountant. You're gonna hire you a CPA and that sort of thing to keep your books straight. To keep you straight, and you can, man, I'm talking about, can you imagine rolling like that? You can roll. You get the people out your, get them out your neighborhoods, and now y'all can get together and go buy these buildings, and now y'all can start doing some things. That's how that can happen. Exactly how that can happen. You know, so it's like it's a heavy piece, man. It's a heavy piece. So and right before I close this video, let me say this: we need some commercial kitchens for rent. See, some of y'all got some excellent cooking skills, but you don't have the proper facilities to be able to carry that out in your homes. And this is why we need some of y'all with some money. You go rent out a building and just turn it into a commercial kitchen. And you're going to get your money back real quick, because you can run that 2 shifts or 3 shifts. You can run 2 12-hour shifts or 3 8-hour shifts. And the people can come in there, the people in the community can come in there, rent your kitchen out.